Yeah,
you know.
you're very beautiful. And when I first met you,
Thank
I
you.
didn't know. And I think I shared this with you. When I first saw your picture and your in person, it reminds me of Liv Tyler. Remember
Liv
that?
Tyler.
Yes. I was like, wow.
It depends on the day. Sometimes
Oh,
I'm
that's
Nicole
this.
Kidman or Lana Del Rey or Kate
Okay.
Beckinsale. But before I
Yeah.
was brunette, so I was Liv Tyler. Then I went
Yeah.
blonde. In LA,
Yeah.
I was
So,
blonde, so I was Nicole Kidman or Lana Del Rey.
oh
And
yeah,
now,
yeah. Nicole came in too. Yeah.
yeah,
So very inspired because when I met you, I considered I just kind of started, in the midway. So I see the possibility. I see the beauty that any of us can become, right? So you want to tell us how did you like? I know you travel a lot. Like, how did you manage to get into different places? Like, do you use like you want to be a different place to spray the voice, spray your artistic side? What like your purpose of traveling around?
yeah. Well, I'm a nomad. I'm a nomad. I cannot be in one place for too long, or I
Mm.
cannot be with one relationship for too long. I need change. I need to
Right.
move. I need to
Yes.
explore and discover and
Exactly.
learn. So, and I'm still searching for my place in the world.
Hmm.
Um, this calendar is so fucking loud. I'm a monk.
It's okay.
I know. So yeah, I'm still searching for my place on this
Hmm.
planet.
Right.
And I don't think it's Mexico and I don't think it's US. So I don't know. I'm like still debating
I think
where
maybe
to settle.
maybe your place or our place is not a planet, it's universe out there. That's
I
what I
know,
think
I
is
know.
right.
I
So
feel homesick. Ever since I was
right.
born, I always felt I was an alien. I never
Oh,
felt I was
right.
part of this planet or this humanity.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm feeling more human than ever because our humanity is being jeopardized and it's being
Right.
challenged by the
Mhm.
new technologies and the AI and
Yes.
and all that stuff. So now
AI,
I feel more human than ever.
crypto. Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's talk about your arts a little bit. Your movie, you make movies too. So let's start
yeah.
with the arts, your photography, and I do follow you, and you not just pose beautiful, but you really, I'll say costume, right? Even though some of the photo you do is nudity, but you paint yourself and make it into a costume. I think that's very, very artistic. Can you kind of share with us and how do you get that inspiration or how do you get that idea?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I use my body as a canvas. I use my body as a banner,
Mhm.
right? To
Right,
share my message, to spread my message of love, compassion,
right,
freedom, peace. I'm all about that.
right.
So I use my creativity, my imagination, and my body to make an impact, to
Mhm.
raise awareness for the social issues and injustices that I feel very compelled to
Mhm.
share. And there is so much going on, right? There's so much chaos,
Yeah,
much conflict.
noises.
Well,
Yeah.
so I have to pick what's what I'm more passionate about. And I have a great body. I love my body.
Yes.
I love my body.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was ashamed because I was too tall, and I was too thin, and I was too this, too that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But now I just feel it's a perfect body. It's
Yeah.
such a gift.
As
You know,
as long as you love yourself, you like your body, then who
yeah.
cares about what other
And
people think,
I
right?
want everybody to love their bodies just the way
Yes.
they are because we're
Hmm.
gifts. I mean,
Right.
the blessing that we are here right now talking.
Yeah.
I lost so many beloved friends and
Friends.
family
Hmm.
over the years.
Same
So
here.
every day for me, it's a gift.
Yes.
So I don't have anything to complain about my life or my body or anything like that. I'm
Yeah.
blessed.
Yes. I do feel your energy. I feel like I mentioned, I follow your posts a lot of motivation or inspiration message that you give out. reflect, like you said, we should love who we are, and our mind, our heart is what's important, not other people's opinion or other people's point of view of anything, right? And
Yeah,
once we are aligned inside out, then our vision, our eye, that's the reality. Not not other people's thing, because everyone has different point of view, so they can see one thing one way than the other people, and that,
absolutely.
yeah, so that's why
It's,
there's a
we
lot
all
of
have our own
conflicts.
experience of life. We all
Right.
have our own filters and
Yeah.
lens, how we perceive life. But
Right.
it's their problem, it's their trip, it's their own experience. It has nothing to do with mine.
Exactly.
Like I want to recommend to you and all the audience, if you
Mm-hmm.
haven't read the book, The Four Agreements,
Mm-hmm.
Don Miguel Ruiz, The
Yeah.
Four Agreements.
The fourth agreement. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll put it. It's on Amazon, right?
the Four
Okay.
Agreements saved my
Mhm.
life because the Four Agreements, the first is don't take anything personally
Yes.
ever.
Mhm.
It
Right.
has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the other people, how they
Correct.
perceive you.
Right.
Um, don't make any assumptions because sometimes we make assumptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially we trans women and trans men, we always afraid and insecure they're gonna find out and what they're gonna think, or
Yeah.
I sound too deep, or I look too
Yeah.
manly, or I look too feminine, or I look too this and that. It's you're making assumptions,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
then always do your best.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do, always you do your best.
Right.
And then be impeccable with your word. You know
Mm-hmm.
what? Any word that comes out of your mouth has to
Mm-hmm.
be very well thought because words have power.
Right. Yes. Worth is everything is energy. So whatever you put out is an energy. So
Yeah.
when we're
Yeah.
talking right now, we're kind of bouncing back and forth the energy.
That's right. What
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
the first thing was the word of God, right? When
Mm.
God
Yeah.
spoke,
Spoke.
created the universe.
Yes.
So it has lots of power.
Yes. And I also recently just believe that every single person is a creator, right? So your life, your reality, you have to create your own. If you're negative, then your life suck, right? So
That's right. If you play the
that's
victim, you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
attract more victimhood and you're going to.
Right. So that's why some people always negative, some people always
Yeah,
down in the drain, because that's what they create to themselves, right?
that's
And
right.
and then and this has to do a lot with our trans people as well. We want this life, we create our own identity first, and then we put the path, the journey in front of us to walk towards it, right? So that's
Mhm.
why I think I realize this as well at the same time. And when we are talking about book, you do have is it a photo coffee table book? I seen it
Yeah,
before.
I have two. I self-published two coffee table books about my
Mm-hmm.
art, which I call it Artivism. It's art and activism combined.
Mm-hmm.
So I always been very creative and lots of imagination. So I thought,
Yes, I love
and
it.
I always wanted to save the world. Ever since I was a little girl,
Yes,
I was watching the movies,
right.
Batman, superhero
We love.
movies. I wanted to save the world.
Yes.
So one day I just created this persona, Jill Love.
Mm-hmm.
That was my warrior name,
Yes.
and she became vital. She went viral overnight, and she became like a big thing. In 10 years, I've
Right.
done what I've done with my love revolution.
Right.
Yeah, and I loved it. I got to travel the world and meet lots of people and cultures, and it was really fun. And I made really uh, I accomplished so much.
Yes, I
Like
can
being
see it.
photo of the day of Washington Post, photo of the year of Wall Street Journal. I got the certification of appreciation by Eric Garcetti, the mayor
Wow.
of Los Angeles in
Mm,
2015,
awesome.
for my human rights campaigns around the world. And yeah, that's something I wanna inspire others to do. It's
Right.
not just about me. I'm not doing this to be famous.
Of course not.
Even though I love the fame and stuff, but
Right.
I want the message to be famous. I want the message to
Yes.
be shared and spread.
Right. That's
I
why
am
we're
just
doing, yeah,
I am just the tool,
messenger.
the messenger, the
Right.
channeler,
Right. So
the
same,
priestess.
yeah, same as we doing this podcast, or just, I know there's a lot of haters out there, but there's just, as long as there's one person that we're doing this show, that we can
Yeah.
help them, just one person,
Let's
everything
send
makes
let's
sense
send
already.
the
Right.
haters lots of
Yeah.
love, because what they see in others, they see it in themselves. We're
Exactly. Yeah.
projecting all the time.
Yeah.
So
That's agree.
let's send them love, and let's just focus on the ones who really care and respect and
Mhm.
appreciate us.
Yeah. So can people find those coffee table photo books?
Yeah, you can go to my website,
Mhm.
www.davidasalabert.com.
Okay, we will also include in the
That maybe we
show
can
note.
share.
Yeah, I mean also the book that you mentioned from that Amazon store. Okay, so
Yeah.
talk about photos, books. How about film? Let's talk about
Film.
your film.
So I always wanted to be a filmmaker and
Mhm.
an actress when I was a little girl.
Right.
And one day I was in San Francisco and I made my first short film. It was 30 minutes.
Okay.
And honestly, I had no idea how to make movies or anything like that. I just knew I wanted to make them.
Mhm.
And then, once you are very clear of what you want, the universe conspires
Exactly.
to make it happen.
Yes.